not very diverse microbiome or too diverse. So that tends to be, again, that underlies so many other issues,
But everything that you were just talking about,
Yeah.
from insomnia to stress related, everything is connected within
Yeah.
our body.
Totally.
And if we're not, if we're not resetting our body at night when we're sleeping, and we're high stress, then that is the first thing that's going to do is it's going to affect.
Yeah, it's so true. And I think this is why, look, and I really empathize, like when you start on this journey, especially if you have a predisposition or you are dealing with a chronic disease, it's a really exhausting road because it is something you have to think about all the time. And as you said, because every system is so interconnected in a bi-directional way, you have these knock-on effects. What's coming up in one system might have nothing to do with that system. For example, the skin, we see a lot of eczema, a lot of skin issues. It's often connected to the liver and liver toxicity or detoxification issues, or toxic overload, in Hong Kong, the pollution, etc. So what's coming up as the clinical manifestation is often, or at least not in isolation, the issue. It's always connected to something else. Yeah. So
a lot of trial and error.
A lot of trial and error, and I guess that's the thing with Western medicine. Whilst I have a lot of respect for Western medicine, where I think they struggle, and it's simply, I think, because they don't have, the time, they're under constrictions, it's the way we set up the system, is how to manage these chronic issues. If you're giving someone something to deal with a symptom, but it's not addressing the underlying issue, then it's never going away. For example, cardiovascular disease is a perfect example. A lot of people will be given a statin to lower their cholesterol. Well, it's not necessarily the cholesterol that's the issue in the first place. If you're dealing with atherosclerosis, for example, which is, super common, and you have plaque buildup, well, they give you a statin to lower your cholesterol, but it's actually the oxidation of the cholesterol that's the issue, not the cholesterol. So you may still have an oxidation issue and your cholesterol comes down, but other things start happening. And again, look, I'm not in any way advocating for people to come off their statins, because you need to work with your doctor. But the point is, I think that there are a lot of missing pieces, and I think people are there's a disservice that's happening for some of these people. And it's worrying because the long-term impact of not addressing the issue